Happy day students. Today we will see in this PPT an alternative pathway of glycolysis, namely Entner-Doudoroff pathway. Before we enter into Entner-Doudoroff pathway, we will see what is metabolism. Metabolism is the overall process that occurs in a living organism, which includes the construction of biomolecules as well as destruction of these molecules into simpler ones. Now the construction process is called as anabolism, and here the synthesis of complex molecules are being formed from the simpler ones, and thereby they store a lot of energy in the simpler molecules. For example, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process that occurs in all plants, the green parts of the plants and some and algae. Now in the photosynthesis, you know that carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and the water, and these two biomolecules, simple biomolecules, have been used in the production of one molecule of glucose, and thereby a lot of energy is being stored in the molecule as ATP molecules. Okay. Now coming to catabolism, it is a breaking down of complex molecule or a destructive process where the complex molecules are being split or oxidized. Sometimes it's not oxidized all the time, because in anaerobic process it is not oxidized, but it has been completely broken down into simpler molecules. Thereby a lot of energy is being released, and this energy is used by the organism. An example is respiration. So coming to the respiration, it is a process which has four main subdivisions. The first one is glycolysis, pyruvic oxidation, then the Krebs cycle, and electron transport chain. So in this PPT we will be concentrating on glycolysis, and you know that Entner-Doudoroff pathway is an alternative pathway of this glycolysis. Now we will see what is glycolysis. Glyco means glucose and lysis is destruction. In this process, glucose is completely broken down into two molecules of pyruvic acid. The reactions have been given in the flow chart. You can see the glucose molecule is phosphorylated and is isomerized to fructose 6-phosphate, and then another phosphorylation occurs, and the fructose, once is bisphosphate, is being cleaved into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is being it undergoes a lot of reactions to form a pyruvic acid. So the ultimate product of glycolysis is two molecules of 3-carbon pyruvic acid from one molecule of 6-carbon glucose. Now we will see what is Entner-Doudoroff pathway. This pathway was first reported in 1952 by Michael Doudoroff and Nathan Entner in gram-negative soil-dwelling or bacteria called Pseudomonas saccharophila. This bacteria was first isolated in 1940, but it is been renamed as Pleiomonas saccharophila in 2005. This is an alternative series of catabolic reaction that breaks down glucose to pyruvate. Now in glycolysis as well as in the Entner-Doudoroff, the ultimate product or the end product is pyruvic acid or pyruvate. And before we go into the detail of this pathway, we will see in which organism these pathway is seen. So in bacteria especially, only it is seen only in prokaryotes. It's not seen in eukaryote, and in case of glycolysis it is present in eukaryotes as well as prokaryote. So the few bacteria carry out this alternative pathway, and they occur both in aerobic and anaerobic conditions, and it occurs in the cytoplasm. In which type of bacteria it occurs. It is mostly seen in gram-negative bacteria, but exceptions are, biology is full of exceptions. So except a certain gram-positive bacteria also, this pathway has been reported. The end product of this pathway is from one molecule of glucose, a molecule of pyruvic acid, and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is being produced, whereas in glycolysis you can see two molecules of pyruvic acid is produced. Now we will see the overall pathway of Entner-Doudoroff pathway. This is also called as ED pathway. Now you can see how the glucose molecule is converted into one molecule of pyruvic acid and one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. In the next slide we will see the reactions. In this slide we will see the reactions that occur in the ED pathway. At first, the glucose is phosphorylated to glucose 6-phosphate by an enzyme called hexokinase. This is common to both the glycolysis as well as ED pathway. Now, in the glycolysis, this glucose 6-phosphate is isomerase to fructose 6-phosphate. But in case of ED pathway, this is for glucose 6-phosphate is oxidized to 6-phosphogluconolactone, releasing a molecule of NADPH, and this reaction is catalyzed by the enzyme called glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase. Here the releasing a molecule of NADPH means NADP is converted, is dehydrogenated to NADPH. So here this is a dehydrogenation reaction. Now this glucose 6-phosphogluconolactone is converted into 6-phosphogluconate by an enzyme called hydrolase. When such enzyme, hydrolase is an enzyme which helps in the addition or removal of water molecule. Now the 6-phosphogluconate undergoes dehydration reaction catalyzed by 6-phosphogluconate dehydratase to form 2-keto-3-deoxy-6-phosphogluconate, which is abbreviated as KDPG. Now this KDPG splits to form pyruvate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, and it is catalyzed by an enzyme called KDPG aldolase. Now this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is then metabolized by glycolysis pathway to form pyruvate. In this slide you can see the Entner-Doudoroff pathway and its chemical formula and all that, how this is carbon compound in the glucose 6-phosphate is converted into a 3-carbon compound pyruvic acid. This slide is been taken from another PPT wherein I thought that this will help you to understand that chemical formula or the chemical nature of the molecules. Now coming to the significance of ED pathway, this pathway uses two specific enzymes, that is 6-phosphogluconate dehydratase and KDPG aldolase, and these two enzymes are seen only in those bacteria which uses this pathway. The gain of this pathway is 1 ATP, 1 NADH and 1 NADPH from one molecule of glucose. From one molecule of glucose, these are the gains or the molecules that is being produced. They are all energy rich molecules. They know that ATP is a high energy molecule. NADH and NADPH, as you have studied in earlier, these molecules they undergo electron transport chain. In the electron transport chain they are being converted into ATP molecules. All the stories you know that. Now unlike glycolysis, where the glycolysis produces 1 ATP and 2 NADPH, here the 2 ATP, in case of 2 ATP only 1 ATP is being produced. Now why these bacteria uses this alternative pathway? So this it is said that these bacteria may lack. It's only a question. Like it is not confirmed as still. It may lack a very important enzyme called phosphofructokinase, where you know that fructose is phosphate is converted into fructose 1 cis bisphosphate by this enzyme. So if those bacteria which lack this enzyme, they will not be able to complete glycolysis. So they substitute this glycolysis with internal Dautroph pathway, and with these enzymes called 6-phosphogluconate dehydratase and KDPG aldolase. So in which bacteria you can see all this pathway. As I told you, they are seen mostly in gram negative bacteria like Pseudomonas rhizobium, Acetobacter, Acetobacterium, and Agrobacterium, etc. Whereas there is an exception, as I told you earlier, in gram positive bacteria, Enterococcus faecalis, this pathway is being reported. And in the earlier slide I told you that it is seen both in aerobic and anaerobic bacteria, but it's mostly seen in aerobes. It is also been reported in anaerobes. Some enteric bacteria also take down this alternative pathway. So it's obvious that they are anaerobes, and they also undergo this pathway. So ultimately you will be able to see that this pathway, ED pathway, which is a very simple pathway, but it is very significant for those prokaryotes which may lack phosphofructokinase. And if you see the ultimate product of this pathway, one molecule of pyruvic acid and then one molecule of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Now this glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate may enter into the further reaction of glycolysis. If you go through the slides you will be able to understand that. So glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate then undergoes the normal, or it goes into the normal glycolysis pathway. Scientists are they are very very confident that this pathway is being carried out just because those bacteria lacks phosphofructokinase. That's the only enzyme that is been that is there, no, like which is not seen in this bacteria. Maybe it is not seen in that, we may not know. So this is all about the ED pathway, and hope you will enjoy this PPT, and you can take notes out of it, and you can study. All the best for students. Thank you students for your patient listening, and hope you have enjoyed this PPT, and now go through it again and again, and study well. All the best for your exams. Happy learning. Bye.